Yeah.
Hello.
And from his actual words, Sajid, tell me what's your story, man. You know, tell us in a brief what you know how you will represent yourself. What's your superpower? Did you get there?
Well, where do you want to start me from? Where do you want me to start me from? From my
What
school
what where do
days?
where do you think is important people to know, or you know?
I think I think what people should know is my roots. I think that's important. Okay,
Mhm.
because as you know, just like yourself, a migrant man myself. Uh, I've been away from home for like 16 and a half years now, and the reason why I'm here back to my roots is because I want to give back to my society. You know,
Exactly.
so that's the most important thing. But I think people should remember me as someone who is a fighter and who has got a never to die attitude. So yeah, that's simply me, actually, to be honest. I mean, it's the attitude, it's the right mindset, and to achieve anything and everything possible in life. I think that's what matters to me.
Well done, man. I like your drive as always. And just want to to ask you, what do you think got you to that? What brought you that strength to go ahead? What happened to you that gave you that?
Okay, so I do have to go to my roots, as I understand. Okay, so it starts from my school days. So I'm born in a very small city of India. Okay,
Hmm.
it's a city called Guwahati, which is in the northeast part of India,
Hmm.
and it's not as big as the big cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, or any of those cities. Okay, so if you ever come to this city, you will know that it's devoid of proper resources. It's devoid of the support systems, logistics, everything.
So Jay,
Can you hear me?
I lost you a bit, but if you can go back to the city where you were born in, because I lost you there. Is you were saying it's not a big city as Mumbai, and you were born in a
Yes,
small city,
yes,
yeah.
yes. So I mean, I'm born in a small city called Guwahati, which is in the northeast part of India.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not as big city as other cities of India like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore.
Yeah.
Okay, you get that, right? Okay, okay.
Get the picture.
So it goes back to my school days. So when I was born, actually, I was very introvert. Okay, I was super introvert, and to the extent that I was so sensitive, I was so headstrong, that let's say a guest comes to the house, for example. Okay, and they're calling me that, Sujay, where are you? You want to see your face? But I was so shy, so introvert, that I would actually lock myself inside a room. Okay, my life was books, studies, sports magazines, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so I was highly competitive, but very soft, very sensitive from within. Okay, and my parents, our neighbors, they used to think that they have only one daughter. I don't exist. So
I can't believe it by knowing you now. I can't believe that
I
almost.
know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Everyone says the same. For that, you have to meet my mom. She'll
You
tell
were
you.
like that, or was
So I
anything
was all.
happened that? Yeah.
Yes. So what happened was I was competitive. Okay. So I always wanted to be the best in the school, and very competitive. We used to have ranking systems and that kind of stuff. So when I was in fourth standard, okay, now cricket is very popular in India, as you know,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
I initially wanted to. I was in a lot of sports and I was playing cricket a big time. And then on my fourth standard, I got hit on my head by a cricket bat. Okay. So
Wow,
that's just the
that's
beginning. Yeah, so they try to hook the ball, and they miss the ball, and it hit my left temple right here. Okay, and there is still a dent. If you ever touch my skull, you will feel it. There is a dent on my skull. Okay, and
I think I
it
touched your
all.
skull from the other side. Sorry.
But anyways, it all started from there, Vadim. It all started from there. So what happened was I lost my consciousness. I fainted, so there was an internal bleeding on my head. Okay, I was unconscious for quite a long time. Okay, my mom actually thought that I'm gone, I'm dead. Okay, But somehow I came back. I think thanks to life, thanks to certain energy. I don't know what it is. Okay, but I came back to life. But what happened after that was, for a period of 6 years, I was okay. Okay, but during our board exams, there is something very competitive. We have ranking system in India. Okay, so I was preparing really hard for the exams, and then I used to have severe headaches. Okay, I used to get severe headaches. Okay, my hands were weak, you know, my body was weak. So my dad took me to the doctor, and they said I have a nervous breakdown. Okay, so that was just the beginning of crisis. Okay, so what they told me is, like, I developed something called as a nervous disorder, wherein I can't hold a pen. Even now it's the same. I can't hold a pen for a long time, as in I cannot write all the words together. I cannot write all the alphabets together of a single word. Okay, so I have to write all the words separately, so which compromises my speed when I'm writing an exam. Okay, it compromises my
Yes.
speed big time. So as a result, what happened was my scores got really screwed up for my board exams. Okay, so I was supposed to be one of the toppers, hold one of the rankings, but forget about that. I somehow passed my exams. Okay, I somehow passed my exams, but that
Somehow.
came as a bit somehow. Yeah, if you see my if you see my certificates on
Is
mathematics,
the
we used to
energy
have
or some money?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
So it's energy then,
Uh,
something like, yeah.
I think it's energy. I think it's energy. And I had to write my exams on a sick bed, Vadim. Okay. I had to write my exams on a sick bed because my health condition was so bad that I had to write my exams on a sick bed. But eventually, to cut the whole thing short, what happened, my exams were compromised. My scores were heavily compromised. Okay. And of course, I used to, I was in love for the first time as well during that period. Okay. So
That's
that
heavy.
was a disaster. That was a disaster as well. That broke off. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, I was a kind of person who could not take rejections. Okay, I was a kind of person who could not take rejection because I was super young. I didn't know what is rejection. So for me, it was like you work hard and you get what you want. Okay, but it was not like that. Things started going just the other way around at a very, very young age. Okay, so that led to suicide attempts. Okay, so I don't know how much you know about that, but I have suicide attempt.
No, I didn't. You didn't tell me.
There have been quite a lot to take blades. Yeah, yeah. I would take syringes. I would take blades. I was like kind of, I don't know. I don't know my state. It was one of the worst states of my life, and actually there was no hope. I could not see the future. Okay, and I felt clueless, totally confused. So I didn't know what to do with it.
Is it because of the exam?
Okay.
Because of the school thing?
It's because of the school thing. That's just the beginning. Yes, that's just the beginning. But see, Vadim, I mean, I've been away from home for a long time, so there are a series of instances. Okay, I don't know how much of time you have got. Okay, but this is the beginning. This is the beginning for the crisis and the failures that I've seen in my life.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll continue for another maybe 10 minutes, but then I want you to come back to it. Just make a note where you stop, and I want to come back to it at our next meeting.
Sure.
I want us to go through this. I really do. So
Okay.
if you want to expand a bit on that point, I think it's
Okay.
good.
So you're okay.
I want to know what you felt. What was around, where you were. I mean, that's a good details to know, and that would create some
Right.
that would put me in the situation where you were. I mean,
Okay. So you want me to continue from what I'm saying right now?
Yeah, if you want, yeah, sure.
But
can
you have
expand
the
on
time,
what.
yeah.
I have another 10 minutes, man.
Okay.
Maybe 20
Okay.
maximum. I think
Okay.
I'll be allowed. I hope for the airtime. But it's really I want to hear the stuff. I would take it like a whole day. I really do.
Right.
Yeah,
If you just see my Facebook post today, it's very similar to that. That people see the events. Okay, people see the events now of my life because they see Sujay as a successful person, as an entrepreneur, who travels the world, who is writing, blah blah blah. But no one knows the processes in the past.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's been a series of processes which no one sees because they just see the face value, but no one understands the underlying value, underlying situations or the crises that you went through as an individual. Okay, so to continue from where I was, Vadim.
Sorry. Sajay, you
Go
know,
on.
I want you, you know, because you're gonna start something that I would not now, because this is something
Yes.
really powerful. Yeah. So what I want to
Yes,
do,
it
let's,
is.
you know, if you can make a note of that, because I don't want to stop you on that. I really don't. So let's go back a bit to what you said, and let's expand slightly on where exactly you were in the situation when, you know, you said you were in hospital and you took an on a you were you did the exam on a hospital bed. I want to
Sick bed.
know,
Sick
where was
bed.
that, on a sick bed? Where was that? Was it hospital, your house? Whereabout was that? How far was it from home? How many did you have your parents coming at yours? How that happened? If you can expand on that life.
Okay. I'm just making a note of that. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. So specifically talking about the sick bed situation. So what happened was my father took me to a different city called Chennai, where they have the best hospitals for neurological problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my dad took me there, and they did my head scans because I was hit on my head. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
they took me for head scans and all, and of course they say that I'm under massive stress, under massive pressure. Okay. And they told me to drop off the exam. So what they told me is to skip the exam for that particular year and to write the board exams the following year. Okay. So all my school teacher, by the way, my school is just 5 minutes away from my parents' home. Okay. So it's super close. So I used to wake up like 8:30 in the morning, just super wake up late, you know, and I usually go to sleep late. I wake up late. I heard all the I heard all the geniuses are like that, by the way. I'm not sure how true it is.
That's Sajay being modest.
Okay, so uh, anyways, so 5 minutes away from home, so I would wake up late and I would go to the school. So it was really very a crisis moment at that point, because when I came back from that city, Chennai, and I told that in my school, so all my teachers, my principal, the director, they came to my house because I was on the bed. My health condition was really bad, because I was preparing heavily for the exams. My expectations were really high
Mm-hmm.
for these exams, because it was my dream. You know, it was one of my dreams to be holding one of the top 10 rankings in the whole of India. So it was quite a big one. Okay. And my health
It's a
conditions was
good dream
so
to
bad
have.
because, yeah, because I was studying like 18 hours out of 24 hours, 19 hours out of 24 hours. You know, I was like studying insanely, but I was not looking after my health properly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was not sleeping well. I was not eating well. So I think it was an ongoing process. Over a period of time, I just crashed. I collapsed. Okay. And then the doctor said that tell him to skip the exams. But I was so stubborn. I said, I'm going to die, but I need to write my
Well,
exams.
that didn't change actually. That didn't change the stubbornness. That's
No, that didn't change. I'm very stubborn. I'm
yeah,
very stubborn.
yeah.
Yes. But I would say stubborn
It's
in a
good.
good way.
Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. You know,
Yeah.
that's why we're
Yeah.
good friends, man. You know.
Yes. Yes. So I think to tell you more about that situation. So my school teachers,
Yes.
my principal, everyone came to the house. I was on the bed already in the house, and they were trying to convince me that write the exams the next year. It's okay. And I was like, no, I need to write my exams this year, and that's it. Okay. So they gave up to it, and what they did was they actually wrote to the board. Okay, they wrote to the board that we have a student whose health condition is not good. He's not in a position to write his exams like a proper normal student. Okay, so if you can allow permission for him to write his exams on a sick bed with all medical assistance. Background
That's
noise.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love
Sorry.
children. I love children.
Yeah, I know you do. You know,
That's
you're
another
playing
that's
always with
another
my
side.
son.
But that's another side of me being an optimist. Okay,
Yes.
so um, so what luckily the board allowed me to write the exams on the sick bed. Okay, so the sick bed was arranged in our own school. Okay,
All
there
right.
were
Okay.
there were invigilators, examiners from other universities and all from the board. So they were always around me. There were nurses, there were doctors. I was lying on the sick bed with all saline water and all those things going on, and I'm writing my exams.
You know,
Okay.
where the stubbornness can lead you to. You know, a lot of people around. That's good. You know, it's
Yes.
Very
Yes, yes.
powerful. It's
But
very
but
powerful.
but there was an element of sadness there as well, because what that was the first time I realized that I have a problem in writing. Okay, because what happened was I was already nervous. My health condition
Hmm.
was not right. This is something totally new which is happening to me. Writing an exam in a sick bed. I didn't even know what is a sick bed. Okay,
Yeah.
so when the question paper was given to me, I saw all the questions. I know all the answers. Okay, and I'm super happy that I can write all the answers. But all of a sudden, when I hold my pen, I see my speed is heavily compromised. I'm not able to write. Okay, and I don't know, I got so emotional. I think that was the first time I experienced tears in my eyes. I cried so much. I was like, oh my god, what is this? I was like, I wish the board would have allowed someone to write on behalf of me. Yeah, so if they would have allowed someone else to write on behalf of me, I would have narrated and they would have written
No.
the answers, right?
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, but that did not happen. Okay, they did not allow that. Okay, so literally I had to write whatever I could do, and the teachers would come to motivate me, and they were like, Sujay, write for the pass marks. Okay, write as much as you can just to clear the paper, and then whatever you can write, that's an add-on. Okay, but I was not someone to settle for that. You understand? I was not someone to settle for that. I was looking for distinctions.
Yes.
Okay, and all of a sudden I see a total contrast of what I expected and what I'm getting.
That's right.
You know, so the whole thing
It's
changed. And I it's more of survival. It's more of survival. Yeah.
it's like
So it was more
standing up
about,
and then you have no legs in a way. Like standing up being kind of normal and then you have no legs.
yeah,
That's pretty much kind of a feeling, perhaps.
correct. So that was happening to me, and my mom and dad used to come to the school. My teachers were there, and they were trying to motivate me. I was somehow managing to write the exams. And on the day of mathematics, because for every subject we used to have part 1 and part 2. Okay, so our mathematics second paper was geometry. Okay, so when the exam started, I could not even hold the compass because my hands were shaking. Okay, so my hands were shaking. I couldn't even hold the compass. I couldn't do anything, so I had to skip the exam. So I have a big 0 out of 50. so that was quite of a crisis, Vadim, at that point of time. Now the thing I tell you, this is most important here. um, my school friends, we used to have heavy competition. My school friends were making fun of me. Okay, when I came out and when I was in tears, my body language was bad. My school friends, they were enjoying that moment. You know, they were like they were celebrating my disaster. Okay, so I was
Even
like,
friends, huh?
yeah. So you call them friends, by the way, friends, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways, but they did that, and I was really shocked. I was really sad, and which as of today, if I need to quickly tell you that, as of today, that was the first time. I think that was the catalyst of my life. When I realized that I'm going to validate my academic scores as compared to my life scores. Okay, so I'll make my
I like
life
that.
scores. I'll make my life scores so high, so high, so high that my academic scores would look like a small dot in a massive circle of my life. You know, so
Well, that's
so
amazing. That's an amazing quote. To kind of to express the
mm.
that's big. So that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But I had to struggle a lot, Badim, after that, because I did my studies, right? I did my high school. I did my degree. So whenever I had to write an exam, I always knew that I'm not in a position to be scoring really good marks. I knew that. Okay. So that burden I had to carry for throughout my academic life. Okay. That I cannot write fast. I cannot write fast. Even today, I cannot write fast. Okay. But then again, when the computers were launched first, when computers came for the first time, okay, and when I saw a computer desktop for the first time, and I had a keyboard in front of me, I thought, let me learn how to type. Okay, and then I thought, what if I can't hold a pen and write? I can type fast. So today, if you see my typing, it's one of the fastest.
Well done, man. Compensate for your writing, huh?
It compensates for my writing, yes. It compensates for my writing, yes.
Man, I would like to listen to you more. I think we've run out of time a bit. I would like to continue that.
I'm
To
sure.
make a note
I'm
on
sure.
where we stopped. So and let's continue this conversation next time.
Yeah, but yeah, sure. But Vadim, I have few questions.
Sure, please.
So what are we trying to achieve out of this? I mean, where are we going to?
I want to.
Or is that a
Sorry,
secret?
man. Yeah, well, we never know where we're gonna go, where we're gonna end up. We know what we're going in the right direction, and that's
Okay.
the main thing, is to know a bit more about your story, and the purpose, and what do you want the people to know about you, and that's how you kind of put your story across, things that you think that are important, through your life, that's been very influential, and the catalyst moment, like as you say, the catalyst moments,
Yeah.
and your wins, and then your falls as well,
Right.
And
yeah, I would agree with that. Vadim, in short, I just want people to know me as someone who fought till the end, who fights till the end, as I say, I want people to know me as someone that even if you live 0.0001% of life left in me, I'm gonna come back and fight it really hard. Okay, so I want people to remember that, and it's this. Okay, so doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter, and I want people to know where I'm now as a successful person, but I also want people to know where I come from. Okay, all my struggles, and I want to connect with those people. I think that's more important.
yes,
You already know my journey, that I could have easily lived in London now and continued my life, because my life is set in London. Okay, but I thought it's time I come back to my roots, connect with them, and give them what they don't have, because I know there are many more people who are struggling like me, or maybe even worse than me, so I thought, if I have been away from home for 16 years, whatever knowledge I've gathered, if I can give it back to my community, I'll be extremely happy. So yeah, that's the journey I'm in. Yeah.
So you inspire, you want to inspire and empower the people
yes,
to trust they can do it.
I want to make them Spartans.
You have a big goal that I'm proud that you made yourself a good nice big goal that you're and you're going on it, you're going for it. That's amazing.
You are an inspiration, bro, for me as well.
Oh, thank you, man. We inspire each other. That's why I want to read it, and let's get back on this, because I want to let's know more about how you're doing it. Next time maybe we'll know a bit more, how you're fulfilling your goals, your steps, how you're going for it.
Right.
And cool.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
It was a pleasure.
Sure.
Lovely to meet you, man. And it's been a long time. And let's go for it, and let's continue this. Yeah.
Definitely. Do you want to do it tomorrow as well?
Yeah, I think let's do it tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Let me confirm. I'm not 100% on tomorrow, but I'll try to do it. If you are available, I'll try to make it. Because this we can do anywhere. So we have
absolutely. Hello.
Thank you, man.
Vadim, I lost you.
Yeah. I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah. So I lost you. Whatever you said about the. Okay. Speak to you tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's be in touch. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much. Vadim. Take care.
Cheers.